I warmly welcome you to this important workshop on the Government of Samoa-UN Country Implementation Plan. We have a critical task ahead to review the progress against the objectives jointly set out in 2023, to reflect on the lessons learned, and to chart a path forward for the next 3 years that ensures that our work remains aligned with Samoa's national priorities. This workshop provides an opportunity to review and reinforce our collaboration, ensuring that it continues to deliver tangible, inclusive, and sustainable results so that no one is left behind. Ladies and gentlemen, as you may be aware, UN systems work in the Pacific is guided by the UN Sustainable Development Cooperation Framework, covering a period from 2023 to 2027. We designed a single regional framework to align with Pacific leaders' priorities as outlined in the 2050 strategy for the Blue Pacific continent. The country implementation plans signed by the Prime Minister on behalf of the government and the UN resident coordinator on behalf of the UN system operationalize the Pacific Cooperation Framework at the national level. These plans are developed with full government leadership and ownership to ensure strong alignment with national priorities. I commend the government of Samoa for its robust national development strategy, the pathway for the development of Samoa PDS. With its focus on people-centered development and the recently adopted M&E framework is among the best development strategies I have seen both regionally and in many other contexts. It provides a clear compass for UN interventions, promoting accountability and measurable impact. Much has changed, ladies and gentlemen, since we designed the country implementation plan in 2023. The Samoan economy has demonstrated remarkable resilience. Tourism has rebounded in the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic, driven by the reopening of borders and sustained remittances, which continue to provide vital financial support for families in Samoa. Inflationary pressures exacerbated by global impacts of the Russia-Ukraine war have eased, and trade with neighboring countries has resumed. However, uncertainties related to recent global trade dynamics pose potential risks for countries like Samoa. Encouragingly, employment has improved, yet challenges still persist, particularly for young people and in ensuring stable labor supply. At the same time, Samoa's commitment to fiscal prudence has placed debt on a downward trajectory, reinforcing economic stability and long-term sustainability. Moreover, the government has taken bold steps introducing policy and legislation to support women's empowerment and to combat corruption, as well as to strengthen the country's safety nets. International partners continue to provide vital support in reinforcing Samoa's development gains. On the UN's part, among many things, implementation of the first 2 years of the country implementation plan in 2023 and 2024 has contributed to a number of significant results. For example, strengthening climate resilience, biodiversity conservation, and renewable energy solutions, expanding public health services and strengthening social protection systems, supporting education systems to integrate climate resilience, promoting inclusive economic development through decent job and livelihood opportunities, strengthening governance, including legal identity registration, human rights protection, and gender-responsive policies. However, ladies and gentlemen, challenges remain. Based on Samoa's national SDG tracker, which uses local data to track progress against the 239 indicators and 169 targets in the SDGs, 40% of SDG indicators are noted to be on track, 40 need to be accelerated, 23 are showing a reverse trend, while 136 indicators lacks sufficient data, therefore cannot be evaluated. From the UN's international database, on the other hand, 52 of Samoa's SDG indicators are regarded as on track, 34 need accelerating, and 39 regressing, whereas 114 lack sufficient data. This was well captured in the voluntary national review that Samoa produced last year. With 3 years remaining in our current cooperation framework, we must ensure that our efforts in the next country implementation plan remain aligned with the evolving needs of Samoa and can fast-track progress towards the SDGs. As we'll deliberate today, I encourage us to reflect on how can we accelerate progress in addressing the critical issues highlighted in the Common Country Analysis, which will be presented today. Issues such as non-communicable diseases, disability inclusion, gender-based violence, including violence against children, decent work for young people, migration, and access to quality education. What more can be done to strengthen climate resilience, as the existential threat of climate change remains the #1 challenge for the Pacific? Should we refine our focus in certain areas to better respond to emerging priorities, or should we remain on our current course? Our ultimate goal, ladies and gentlemen, is to ensure that UN support continues to strengthen the Samoa's trajectory towards achieving the SDGs in a way that is sustainable, inclusive, and impactful. Today, I am joined by heads of UN agencies and colleagues from the Samoa-UN country team. This is a clear demonstration of the UN working together in an integrated manner to support the government of Samoa. Rather than each UN agency engaging bilaterally, which can add pressure on already overstretched government resources, we are here as one UN to engage collectively in this dialogue. This streamlined consultation process enhances efficiency, coordination, and impact of our support for Samoa. To guide today's discussion, we will receive 3 presentations. First, on Samoa's national development priorities and the development support. Second, an overview of the Pacific UN Sustainable Development Cooperation Framework and the 2023-2024 country implementation plan review. Third and last, an overview of key development issues in Samoa based on the Common Country Analysis produced by the UN. More importantly, we look forward to hearing from you. Your perspectives will be invaluable in shaping how the UN can add value to the government's efforts and to complement the work of other development partners in the years ahead. I want to express my sincere gratitude to the government of Samoa, particularly the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade, for co-organizing this workshop. I also thank you for taking time to be here and for your contributions to ensuring a successful outcome. The progress that will be talked about today that we have registered in the first 2 years of implementing the country implementation plan would not have been possible without the support of many of you in this room who are involved in one way or the other in delivering the support that UN provides to Samoa. So I also want to take this opportunity just to recognize all of you and to say a big thank you. The UN remains steadfast in its commitment to standing with the government of Samoa and the people of Samoa in their journey towards a sustainable, inclusive, and resilient future, one that guarantees respect for human rights and prosperity for all. I wish us fruitful deliberations. Faftai Telelava.